Hey everybody, what's going on? Kyle here with part one of Violet Hill. I've gotten a lot of requests for this one recently, and I'm excited to finally be able to teach it to you guys. Before we begin, I just want to say I learned this through mostly my ear as well as some sheet music, so it may not be 100% accurate, but it's pretty close and sounds good all the way around. So we'll start off with the intro. Sounds like this. Alright, so first chord. Middle C's here, left hand's going to be C sharp octaves with G sharp in the middle. Right hand's going to be E, G sharp, C sharp. You're going to play that chord 6 times total. The next chord, left hand, you're going to keep the C sharp and G sharp and just move the C sharp down to B. Right hand, you're going to keep the G sharp right here. You're going to move this E down to E flat, the C sharp down to B, and then if you can stretch it, you're going to add a E flat in up here. So E flat, G sharp, B, E flat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then also, for those 2 chords right there, after you play the chord in the right hand, you're going to play this thumb note, the E flat. So it's going to be chord, note, chord, note. Next chord, left hand, A octaves with E in the middle. Right hand, E, A, C sharp. You're going to play that twice. Then from here, left hand's going to stay the same. Right hand, you're going to move this E down to E flat. You're going to keep the A, keep the C sharp, and then if you can, add an E flat in here as well. And same idea, you're going to play the chord, note, chord, note. So from the beginning. And then come up. Left hand, F sharp octaves. Right hand, F sharp, A, C sharp. Play that twice before playing this. All that is you're keeping the chord on the right hand the same, and you're just moving all these F sharps. You're moving them down to F, and then down to E flat. So F sharp, F, and then E, E flat. Right hand keeping the A and the C sharp. So that is the intro right there, and then it repeats. But I'm going to go through the intro up to where it repeats, and then I'll tell you what changes next. So at this point, you go back to the beginning. So you repeat that intro part twice. And then the second time around, once you get to the, you're not going to go back to that first chord. You're going to go to that A chord, which was the A octaves with E in the left hand, right hand, E, A, C sharp. You're going to play that 4 times total before switching up to this chord. Left hand, you're going to move up to B octaves with F sharp in the middle. Right hand's going to be E flat, F sharp, B, E flat. Again, if you're having trouble, kind of stretching right there, just take that top note off. but I play both. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Play that 4 times. Then you're going to come up to that very first chord, the C sharp, G sharp in the middle in the left hand. Right hand, the E, G sharp, C sharp. You're going to play that 3 times, and then what I like to do on the 4th time is I take my left hand and I move down and I play just G sharp octaves. That kind of mimics the bass. The lyric would be, you better lie, so it'd be on lie. You better lie, then low. Go back to that the B chord, so left hand B octaves, F sharp in the middle. Right hand the E flat, F sharp, B, E flat. Play that 3 times, and then we go into the chorus. So before we hit the chorus, I'm going to play the entire thing a little bit slower, just so you can kind of hear, and I'll try to say the lyrics as I go along. So, starting off with the intro, Long and Dark December. Repeat once again. This is Clearly I Remember. At this point, you move to that A chord, and this is when the future's architectured. Up here, Idiots on Show, and then you better lie low. Now the chorus. So, you'll see pretty much for the entire song, left hand is pretty much going to be 2 octaves with a note in the middle. Right hand, same thing, octaves, but 2 notes in the middle. It's pretty much kind of the pattern here. I know that's kind of most songs, somewhat, but... So, first part, so if you love me, this part's only 2 chords because you're going, starting at the first chord, moving up, and then going back down. So first chord is G sharp octaves in the left hand with E flat in the middle. Right hand's B, E flat, G sharp, B. And that's if you love. Gonna move up. Left hand moves up to A octaves with E in the middle. Right hand's gonna move up to C sharp octaves with E and A in the middle. And then move back down to that first chord. So if you love me, then you're going to move all the way up here. Left hand's going to be E octaves with B in the middle. Right hand's G sharp octaves with B, E in the middle. And that's won't you let. Then here this chord should look familiar to you. It's the first chord we started the song off with. C sharp octaves with G sharp in the left hand. Right hand, the E, G sharp, C sharp, add an high E up here. So won't you let, and then me. Chord we've seen before as well. Left hand, B octaves, F sharp in the middle. Right hand, E flat, F sharp, B, E flat. So once again. Won't you let me, and then on no, I'm going to come down here, left hand's going to play C sharp octaves, G sharp in the middle, right hand just C sharp octaves. Play that 8 times. So I'm going to play the chorus one more time, a little bit slower, just so you can see it. Starting off with the You Better Lie Low. If you love me, won't you let me know? So once you hit the chords, it's a little easier. It's just kind of, if you try to play it up to speed right away with all these, these kind of, movements, obviously you're moving down, but I know for myself at first when I learned it, I struggled with, because for the most part you're playing white keys, but when you play these B octaves, I was actually playing F, which obviously is wrong, it's F sharp. So, if you just get the chords down and just kind of go nice and slow with the transitions, eventually you'll be able to, do it a little faster. So from there, we repeat pretty much everything we just did. So starting off with the second verse, same thing as before. So priests clutched onto Bibles. Same exact thing. We're just repeating everything we did. Chorus once again. Then we come to the guitar solo, which obviously, the piano is just doing the same thing. Just repeating. I will show you the guitar solo if you want to learn it. It's just E, E flat, C sharp, back up to E, and then G sharp, B, G sharp, and C sharp, F sharp. So if you want to play that, you can play that. But the piano is in the background, just doing the same exact thing. And then we get up to the I Don't Want to Be a Soldier, that part. Once again, the A. Last chorus. And that brings us to the ending, which we will save for part 2. So go ahead and check that out. I'll put a link to that in the description below, as well as the end of this video. So thank you guys for watching this one, and I will see you in part 2.